Hey there guys, it's Metro and we are back again. No spec priest doing dungeons, leveling as a healer with no specialization. Let's get to it. Okay, in this dungeon here we got stockades. So this should be one of the easier ones you would expect. And we have a bunch of priests, 2 druids and 3 priests. So 42 priests, 33 druid, 36 priests, and 11 druid. But the tank is the high level druid. We'll see, I actually queued up for this dungeon the other day when I started this series in the expectation of it not working, but it did. And I promptly left because I didn't want to get too much experience off camera. Yeah, so we need to be using this more. Not actually sure if there's any reason not to just use it on cooldown. I assume no. So yeah, we need to be using all of our things that are cooldowns more. Probably make some weak ores, if anything. Doesn't really seem to restore much mana. Hey, are you healer? What's this? I don't understand. Just a player looking for some assistance, I see. Can't help you. Oh, fall to the wardens, what the fuck? Yeah, I'll have to pass on that. Why don't you queue for it? That's strange. God, I don't know when the last time I've been like cold whispered was. So yeah, it restores 1% of your mana every 15 seconds. It does some damage too, I suppose. Not too much, but it looks kind of cool. I think that power word shield is relatively useless though, especially if we're not taking the talents to make it better. I think it's not good. What a strange talent though. 1% of your mana. Is that what it actually is for the healing spec? For discipline? That is such a strange spell. 1% of your mana is such a little amount for a global. You probably restore more than that just from not casting, right? I don't actually know. I guess it's just free damage. I mean, it's not... Actually, yeah, it's good damage. It's fine. Nothing wrong with it. It's not going to be the top damaging spell, I guess, but that's because it's not spammable. If that was spammable, it does more than Smite, 207. Yeah, oh yeah, a lot more than Smite. Oh, we got legs that we didn't have. That's good. Some transmog. Don't know what I need transmog wise, but we'll take anything we get. What's going on to that person? Okay, that's gonna be a death right there. Fate is so overpowered though, man. It's kind of crazy. Not for long is not. Yep. Okay, I'd like not to wipe twice to the same pack. That pack really hit hard though. It got out of control really quick. We're still seeing 1k crits. For reference, the guy has 6k health, so... Yeah, I don't know when this is gonna stop being good. Another 1k crit, but it's like... super good to have crits, man, I'll tell you what. Surely our best stat. Versatility is obviously an intangible benefit, but... for the most part, it's... Why is this guy just dying? I don't get it. For the most part, it's not very valuable for us since we're not really taking much damage. That's usually the good thing about Verse, is that you get multifaceted benefit from it. Oh, we don't have mana anymore, or water anymore. So log on my mage, I guess. Bit of an issue. This fight is actually kind of a pain because that mechanic's dodgeable, but nobody ever dodges it. That druid actually recognized that fact and healed himself. That's nice of him. I can just go and buy some water too. I don't know how much it would cost, but it can't cost that much. Okay. 2 bosses down. Definitely could use some water though. Just slowly regen, I guess, while we kill the trash. Probably not going to be possible. I guess it's all about damage intake, because if this guy's taking this much damage this consistently, then yeah, I can't possibly heal this. I can't keep him afloat. He has to do more for himself. The hell was that? 3% of our mana every cast, so we're really barely staying afloat here. Need some big crits to catch up, and we do. But it's so similar to healing in Classic, it's kind of crazy. Where it's like, mana is such a resource, and you're going to constantly be spamming heals, and you're never really... Like in Classic, whenever I healed dungeons in Classic, especially like leveling dungeons, I would constantly be in a position where it was like, okay, this group basically has to kill this before I go out of mana. It's like I can only really cast spells like 5 or 6 times usually before I'd be out of mana. It's like a race to not fall behind in Classic. The thing in Classic, though, at least you have like multiple spells as a priest, especially to help with that. Can't remember what it is. It's like a spell that every 3 minutes you get a free spell or something like that. There's also power infusion, which we'll get eventually in this as well. But that'll be after the playthrough's over. We're only going to 50 with this. Then we will stop. Hogger and rages, that's not good. I'm actually still doing like a lot of healing though. It's just not good to be completely out of mana like this. Alright. Haste verse boots. Probably a big upgrade. And we got wrist, crit haste. Wrists. Alright. Well, that's that dungeon down. We'll go turn this quest in. And then we will go get our water from hopefully somewhere obvious. I'm not sure. It's been a long time since I purchased water in Orgrimmar. Stamina or and dodge ring. That's pretty good. Doesn't matter. We'll get the gold. All right, let's go get our water from somewhere. Not sure where. That's War Harness Master. What is that? Okay, that's an inn. That's the bank. This is the inn over here. Let's just make sure we get it before we go in another dungeon group.
Zug zug.
Okay, Morning Glory Dew. That's not what we're looking for. Honey Mint Tea. Oh, that's a lot of mana. What the hell? It's double my mana pool. Yeah, I guess we'll fresh water. We can actually use this? I feel like the answer is going to be no. I don't know. I guess it's because I'm not actually a healer. I guess my mana pool is also small. Maybe that's the thing. Okay, that should be good. God, I love this music in Orgrimmar, though. Alright, well, these are instant queues tonight. Guess it's Sunday night, so more people are active. Hopefully we don't keep getting 3 DPS, or 3 priests. It'd be nice to see something other than priest. Alright, haven't done this for a long time. Okay, we have 2 druids.
What will you require?
We have 14 druid, tank, 43 mage, 11 warrior, and 17 other druid. People are using the buckets or no? Looks like a no. I don't think there's... I feel like there might be something problematic about this dungeon. I don't know why.
Archers, attack!
Probably not a good idea for me to take this when I'm already struggling to keep everyone healed.
Let none escape.
This doesn't do any damage though.
Do not relent. Keep firing. Let none escape.
I never fully understood this because you literally just be able to, when we played in MoP, I used to just have a monk and I would literally just roll all the way to the end and it would be over. Like, seemed like a little bugged, honestly. You could actually pull that guy out and it will reset though, which is very odd. So I used to be able to get like 100% of your count in this gauntlet thing if you wanted to. We still have yet to see somebody who noticed that we're not a healer though. Sure, it'll happen eventually. What happens if you save these buckets for later? Does it work? I guess not, because there's no hounds.
Did you hear something, lad? Ah, fresh meat for the dogs.
Yeah, they just go away.
The hounds. Attack! Kill them all.
Definitely like the original incarnation of the Scarlet Dungeons better, but
The hounds.
it's fine. This guy's actually squishy as shit.
Sit there. Kill them. Stupid animals. I'll put you down after I kill these weaklings. My hound. I bleed. But I won't die. What? No. No, stop! Obey your master!
Good voice line. But yeah, a bit silly how this all works out like this. Kind of cheesy, honestly. And apparently it's bugged. We just walk right through it and they just go away. This was like a super annoying area in Mythic Plus or in challenge mode because the mobs just like never wanted to corral, and we actually used to invispot it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we used to invispot this. If you invispotted right at that ledge, you'd be able to cut across. You'd have to be really, you have to go straight across. It was actually like a straight shot from one side to the other. And if you did it, you would make it all the way, no problem, even with the 15-second pop. Back in MOP, there was no like fully supported invispot. I don't know if they just didn't expect people to use invispots or what, but there was no actual invis potion from Miss the Pandaria, so we had to use classic invis potions, and the classic one was only 15 seconds long. But then I think there was another one, it was like way more expensive, and it was 18 seconds long. But that was literally like, that was it. That was the only actual option. It's funny to look back at MOP because it's very odd how the game hadn't fully changed until probably Legion. I guess it's that unrecognizable version. But I was actually just looking at WAD logs and Hellfire Citadel logs, right? And Combat Rogue was still a spec. So, you know, like the game is in that unrecognizable version, and really until Legion. Legion was ultimately the big departure from what WoW was forever. Okay, those are definitely going to aggro us. We remember that happening all the time. Always aggro's the healer on that. You got to make sure he runs through the mob. Or runs through the tank. Boss is almost dead, but not quite good enough. It's going to bank left and then go right. And always up. Yep. Okay, it's good. The tank is very good damage-wise. Level 14, I guess that doesn't hurt. Yeah, this spell as a Discipline Priest is probably pretty good. Power Word Solace. Considering it'll heal a bunch too, right? Presumably with Atonement. But I think you take the Mindbender thing. That is really powerful if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, you can actually get free money from these packs. They drop money constantly. Does it happen in this version? There it is. Stunned. 6 gold, what the fuck? A lot of money. Considering the pack itself only drops 6 copper. Or 663 silver, I mean. The treasurers. never get him quick enough. It's like on opulence. What's that? Oh, there's nothing there anymore, yeah. Are we missing a quest? Codex of the Crusade. That's just at the end here, I guess.
Everything must burn. None shall know the Scarlet Crusades. Shame.
Yeah, Cop alerted me to the fact that they're burning the failures of the previous iteration of the Scarlet Crusade. Which is surprising to me, I didn't know that. Or I guess more so they're burning the fact that Balnazar was like a major character in the Scarlet Crusade forever.
Burn by fire.
I don't even know what I'm dispelling, but there's a dispel there. God, these dungeons go so quick though. This is Lillian Voss again. Wearing a mixture of all different types of gear.
What is it? Our time will come.
Okay. Did work. Another easy dungeon. 22 minutes. We already did 2 dungeons. Qs are instant as well now. We didn't even have to drink in that one. Well, we'll definitely get to 35. Might as well just try to get it done in this session. We'll see if the dungeons continue to be that quick. $35 will have another nice talent, if I recall. Hate it when people don't accept the queue, especially as DPS. It's like, I don't know how long the queue is, but surely you've been waiting a while now. Maybe our best option would be fly around and kill rares. Certainly not going to get any quests done in this time. Rares and look for treasures. Ooh, lowers. Alright, let's do it. Quest are down there.
Suramar stands proud.
Love this dungeon. Definitely my favorite dungeon that remains from the old days. BRD is great, but it's not really, I don't like how it's so segmented nowadays. This is actually exactly how it used to be. They didn't change a single thing about lowers, which is so odd. Especially considering they did what they did with uppers. But I guess they didn't do uppers until WoD, which is disappointing. There's some really good patterns in uppers that don't get removed until WoD, and kind of always blame Cataclysm for that, but hi lol. 36 Tank Paladin, 33 Warlock, 34 Death Knight, and 41 Hunter. Okay, so everybody's... So I'm actually the lowest level. Your leaves are ready. Death Spell, the Death Knight, I imagine, yeah. It's a long dungeon, but I love this dungeon. I don't care how long it is. I'll never forget that. Here's the testament to how long it is. Well, it's also the testament to how Classic worked, but I was playing Classic private servers a ton a long time ago. I don't know how many people know that. But yeah, I was like a main Classic server person for a while. I wanted to do lowers like all afternoon. It took me forever to find a group. I finally found a group for it. And it was the day of the Super Bowl, so I would have started the stream probably at like noon, like normal. And then the Super Bowl usually starts at like 4. I had a bunch of people coming over to watch the Super Bowl. So I did uppers, or did lowers. And whenever we got in the group, probably, you know, probably like not like halfway through the stream or anything, it wasn't that long. We got in and it took so long that people were already here for the Super Bowl, and I had to make up a bullshit reason about why I couldn't, why I was busy finishing some video game activity instead of hanging out with them. It's just like downstairs alone. But man, what a weird, it was like a 2.5 hour dungeon basically. And that's one dungeon that I never really ran again, but I can only imagine it does not take people 2.5 hours in actual Classic, like the new Classic. It certainly isn't going to take this group 2.5 hours. I mean, it might take like 30 minutes, but I don't know, we're kind of moving quickly. This is a good dungeon to get if you're a tank doing dungeons though, because it's got a lot of trash density, and if you actually know what you're doing in this dungeon, you can make it go really quick. There's a lot of combinability, let's put it that way. Easy pulls. It's actually seemingly like the easiest dungeon we've done so far. Paladin is not really taking any damage. Maybe Paladin's actually good. Yeah, see, he's pulling all this extra stuff. Although it's a gamble because you never know if somebody might aggro it. But like another tip is you can actually come do that and then jump down here and you'll skip all this trash down along the way. So there's a lot of places to gain time. That shit used to aggro back when there was an aggro radius from levels, but that doesn't exist anymore. Well, it does, but it's the exact same because every mob in the game scales now, so it doesn't have a chance to function. I guess it probably does still function, but I guess you'd have to be like a level 10 in a TBC zone or something like that for it to still matter. Something that doesn't scale properly. I just love the lore of this. Like, I still don't fully understand it. The amount of times I've done this dungeon on a leveling challenge, every time I do it, I constantly muse over the fact that it's got some crazy stuff going on here. Like the ogres, the trolls, the orcs all together. I guess it has something to do with Black Hand. I still don't fully understand who all these people are, why they're all here. This is like the evil horde or whatever, right? These guys are the evil horde. And we're just going through and just eradicating them all. There's few things I would want to play that's not already in the game, but Ogre would be one of them. I would love an Ogre allied race. Only because of how tall they would be. But I think that's the main reason why they never did them. Everybody points to the fact that there's no female Ogre. But I like legitimately I don't like there was no female Taurens in Warcraft 3 either, right? So that's not an issue. The issue is the height. It's like impossible to make that race work with the other races we have. It's kite meta down here in LRBRS lowers. Constant backpedal kiting. This stupid head thing, you never do anything with this in this dungeon, I still don't know what this even is, to be honest. Urok's tribute pile. Combine Omok's head with the roughshod pike. Where the fuck is the roughshod pike? Let's look it up. The roughshod. Not the movie now. Wait, where are we? Oh, you hugged the left. I didn't even know you could do this. Roughshod pike. The item can be found against a wall near the NPC Valen in Lower Blackrock and clicked on to loot. They are needed in the Summering of Urok. Where? I don't know what this is. Valen. Who the fuck is Valen? Some boss? There's no way that's still in the game. Skitterweb tunnels. It's so bizarre. I cannot get an answer to this. There's pictures, but they don't really clear it up. Oh, it was back there. Wait, what? Oh, it's all the way back there. Okay, well, if we ever do this again, we'll have to take a look. I gotta click off for it. That's crazy. I've done this dungeon so many times and never knew what that was. It's just on the ground. So what happens if we actually did this? Maybe we'll go check it out. Okay, so this boss was an absolute pain in Classic because he would constantly sheep people. And yeah, that's still gonna happen. And I have no way to dispel them, so. This is gonna be extremely difficult, I think. Hopefully we'll just kill the priests. I think that's probably the mob that's doing it. Why is this guy taking so much damage? Priest was not the one doing it. It was Shadow Hunter Vashkajin.
Catch you later.
And yeah, just like in this group, if you don't have a priest on Horde, you have no way to get this off. Actually, the only way, it's a magic debuff, And the only Horde class that can dispel magic is Priest. They do not have Paladin. Paladin on Horde does not exist in Classic. It only exists in Alliance, so.
Goodbye.
Yeah, so this is gonna keep happening over and over again. Pretty dumb. It seems like it's sheeping everybody. It's everybody who's in melee range, I guess. Happens if I fade, nothing. Yeah, it's everybody who's in melee range. So that's an enhanced shaman, I guess. Can't really. It can be interrupted though. Don't have one of those either, but yeah, enhanced shaman just looks so awesome. I guess it could have been interrupted in Classic as well. I didn't even realize that was the case. Of course, in Classic, you can't even tell that there's a spell being cast. I don't know what's going on with Voodoo, but it just doesn't seem to actually res people automatically like it does when I'm playing my max level healers. And now this happens a lot when you do this dungeon. Some DPS dies and releases and they spawn all the way to the start and they never make it back to us. We either just completely outpace them the whole time because they kind of get lost, or they just get like they don't realize where they're going and they just constantly pull trash. But I guess we didn't really skip much, so hopefully that won't happen again. This happens a lot though. Whenever I do this dungeon while leveling. Yeah, is this guy actually gonna make it back down to us? He's close. I don't know where he is. He looks like he's just right above us. Oh, he did it. He did it. I'm proud of him. The good thing is there's only really one way you can go in this dungeon, so... But I have seen people just die, release, and never get back to us. It's usually in this upcoming area, which is awkward because you can literally just jump off from the start, right? You don't even have to. What's he doing? that blacksmithing pattern over there? Where's he going? Okay, he's about to aggro even more stuff. Come back, DPS. Don't be this clueless. Why can I not put power word shield on that guy? Or power word bane? Dude, I would kill to get the torn totems of the shaman though, man. As a non-torn shaman. So, although that's a different totem altogether right there. It's just a dead end, dude. Or is it? Never gone that way. Oh yeah, no, you just can't go up from that direction. What is all this? Uh-oh, we're in trouble here. Good thing Paladin can heal themselves. Word of Glory, good choice. He will probably out-heal himself compared to what I'm putting out. I should be using this. Yeah, it's so familiar to classic healing. It's like most times the person doesn't take much damage at all. But because of your limited stats when you're low level, you basically only have one option, and that's just to constantly spam heal him. And you heal for so little with your efficient heal that you're constantly healing for like 1% of his health over and over again, and just hoping you can keep him through that until the pack dies. It's exactly how it plays out in Classic, so it's quite funny. I just wish that you can play more. Like, I mean, I guess I would love to see how mana efficient the other options would be, but I'm 99% sure Paladin is going to be completely out. But I don't know, maybe not, because they do have Intellect as their main stat as a Paladin. Basically a Holy Pal. They even have talents. So I bet they might be able to do it. But I was definitely hoping Resto Druid affinity would be a thing, but I don't actually can't remember. I know they get Balance affinity. I think they get Guardian affinity. That's what it is, yeah. If they had Resto affinity, it would be actually really nice. Then they would be legit. That would actually be the best healer then if that was the case. I can't remember though. I think they must get Guardian affinity. I know they only have 2 out of the 4. You don't get all of them. I definitely don't get Feral affinity. The weird part is, yeah, the weird part is they're basically a Balance Druid, but they get Balance affinity. Like basically every no-spec character is just something by default, but it's removed. That's like how it's coded. So like right now I'm a Discipline Priest, but I don't have any of the Discipline. Why do I keep having to rebuff? Anyway, I'm a Discipline Priest, but I don't have any of the Discipline spells. It's like they just copy and pasted one of the talent trees. It's how it works. It's usually always whatever the top one is. I think it is always whatever the top one is. Actually, I think DK is not that way, but I don't know. And sadly, Demon Hunter can't be a no-spec character. I wish there was just some kind of way to spawn them at max level without the problem is like the starting zone forces you to pick a spec, whereas at least the DK starting zone does not force you to pick a spec. Okay, so these guys drop a pattern that I was very seriously trying to farm for a while on I was actually on that warlock. We did the tailoring nomad leveling challenge, and this pattern eluded us the whole time. If it ever does drop, I will be happily trading it to my warlock. I wanted to continue that. I wanted to play that character more, but I just don't really play any clothies. Like, the main thing I wanted to do was get transmog, but it's like, I don't actually play any clothies, so it's kind of pointless. These pyromancers are the ones that drop it, and no one ever pulls those packs, so we only have like 2 chances to get the pattern. Somebody must be purging it. I guess the mobs are purging it. And then I was in here farming Netherwind Silk or whatever it's called, Netherweb Silk, when I was doing the Hunter, the leatherworking leveling challenge, because we need the. This is pretty much the only place you can get it from these mobs. Okay, can you reestablish threat, please? I know there is a disorient, but it doesn't last that long. God, leveling through dungeons as a healer is not the most engaging thing. This guy's just fucking AFK. Party glass. Alright, thanks, buddy. I do actually need mana, to be honest. Oh, he's back. Pretty rude, though. I don't know why the hell you'd go AFK in the middle of a leveling dungeon and not say something. Jesus Christ. He's back and he's aggro crash. Pattern? Nope. It seems extremely rare. The hunter traps. Somehow I still never put the target thing on. Oh, we got the pet! Oh, great. The 100th time I've gotten that pet. Also, like the 100th time I've buffed for it, I don't understand. Oh, we have a rare. What the hell? Crystal Fang. Never heard of this thing. I don't know what rares drop in classic dungeons. It's raining very hard. Looks like it's a steady downpour though, so no need to close the window. Oh, spawned a lot of spiderlings. The answer, nothing? I don't even see any loot. That was from the boss, yeah. It gave absolutely nothing, it looks like. Oh no, no, it gave something. Fail brush hand grips, leather. Nobody in here can use leather. Alright. So apparently that thing is just over there somewhere. We may give it a try. 33, by the way. That's literally just from killing mobs the whole time. So good evidence for what I was talking about. We gained, what was that, about a third of a level from just killing mobs the whole time? Skipping mobs is not worth it. I don't know why people do it. God, Fate is just such a good spell, man. I wish I had Fate as a paladin healer at max level. This is another great skinning location. All of those mobs can be skinned for high amounts of skin stuff. And we're only 33. How long has this one been so far? Oh, 52 minutes. I'd really like to get to 35 in this session if I can, but I don't want the episodes to be too long, but I think we'll do it regardless. Probably only do the one tonight. I feel like uploading multiple. Yeah, there's the optional bosses down there. Oh yeah, this is the quartermaster. This is always here now? I guess so. This guy's like DPS rotation includes Hunter Trap. Drops it like every pack. Oh, we aggroed the boss. Uh-oh. This is not good. Fade. Fade does not work on casters, apparently. Why? Why is that? Okay, we're dead there. You don't understand. Lay on hands, good choice. I love this area though. There's even a treasure chest. It's locked. It's another strange thing that doesn't exist anymore. Shadow or Death hits so freaking hard, it's crazy. Another pet. Hands of Power. Cloth. It doesn't say that I don't have the transmog, so I must have it. I think that's how it works, right? What the hell? Nice bloodlust. 5% left on the boss. Good. Although I guess another boss immediately comes. You got lucky. I don't think this guy did that on purpose, but maybe. God, I love those buffs on the hands, man. Bloodlust. Vengeance from Paladin back in the day, too. I absolutely adored the look of that. Really wish there was a way to have that still in the game. I'm doing serious damage, though, considering I have no spec. I think I probably do more damage as this than Holy. Probably just the same thing as Holy. Another great hunter trap from that guy. Dude's crushing it. Oh, those are really good looking, yeah. Wolf Fear leggings. Might want to turn off the flame boots, my friend. Dude, literally every pack he pops Hunter Trap. I don't understand what he's doing. Is he like a max level character trying to proc some legendary or something? I don't think that exists. I know if you throw it on Par Trap and shoot a flare into it, it does damage, right? I'll get that killing blow, don't worry. We got it with the Shadow Word Death. Oh, let's pull that pack, yeah. Another rare? What the hell's going on here? Are they just always up now in this dungeon? It's like the same health as the packs, the regular mobs. Ooh, Bash Gooder. A one-handed mace? Not what I thought it was going to look like, but that's fine. We got 3 BOEs from there. Oh, they're not actually BOEs, though. These are just basically bosses. This is probably my favorite part, though, the fact that there's 2 different, like, now all the different mobs that we've been fighting are here. Dude, what is this guy doing with the traps? I really... God, this is such a weird... It's very interesting. It's not quite as wild as low keys, because the content is trivial, but... Like, why does that guy keep using trap over and over again? It does not help. I would kill to look like this though, man. I don't know. I wish you could be a berserker. I wish that was just the troll racial. It's like, it's kind of is the troll racial. It just doesn't do that. Again, I think it's the same thing. It's about the height of the character that they can't manipulate. What a great looking table though, huh? I'd love to hear his thought process. Is that even the name of it? Freezing trap? I think so. Does he have an answer to that? Macro, what? Why are you throwing any traps? I have a macro that's useless. Oh, that makes sense. Wait, what? This boss is autonomy or something? I don't know. It'd be good if this guy didn't have threat. This guy still has threat or something. I don't understand. Dude, what the fuck is going on? Taunt the boss. Is it autonomy? I know there was some things in the classic that are autonomy, but I don't know if they still exist. You have to actually kill these mobs. I didn't realize that. Well, we didn't even get it. Wow, yeah, we're actually... I am going to go back and go check out that thing, though. I don't know. I'm more curious than... Oh, Market the Dragon Lord. Cool ring to have, but useless. Actually, what we'll do is teleport out and teleport back in. And then we'll go check that thing out real quick. Oh god, that was really inefficient leveling wise. We got a lot of experience from the dungeon itself, but the completion gave very little. But on the bright side, we should definitely get a level. We should get 35 from the next dungeon, I think. Well, actually, I don't know. I wonder how many dungeons we still haven't done the quests from. I guess we've yet to enter any of the BRDs. What dungeons have we not done? It's Cataclysm. We haven't done Dire Maul East or North, which are on there. Maradon, 2 of the Maradons we haven't done either, I guess. Any of the BRDs, we haven't done Black Fathom Depths. Yeah, there it is there. Scarlet Monastery we have done, but we haven't actually finished the one quest. Strathholm we've yet to do, Shadowfang Keep. Yeah, there's a lot of dungeons. Wailing Caverns. A lot of dungeons still. Okay, so there's the Roughshod Pike. I didn't actually pull that, so we can't do that. I just want to check it out. I assume it still is in the game if the items are still in the game, but... Don't aggro. I was a little worried there. I think WoW is the best game in terms of like doodad decoration. Warcraft 3 and World of Warcraft have the best doodad decoration. Like all of this like rubble and stuff. Like if I ever created a game, this would be the stuff I would do the worst with. But they have done an absolutely insane... Like look at this area. If this area didn't have all these camps, and really, it doesn't even make sense why they're here, because this is all like an indoor area, right? This is certainly not above ground. So the fact that they sent up tents and brought caravans and all this shit down here doesn't even make sense. But it's so convincing that it doesn't need to make sense. It's so well placed that... And they do the same thing in Warcraft 3. Warcraft 3 is like There's so many good doodads that make the game look so much more interesting. I love the way that spell looks, to be honest. Okay, we're almost there. I don't know what I hope to accomplish because I'm probably just going to get one shot by whatever spawns, but if we had mind control, we might be able to do something. I don't have that yet, right? 34, so we'll get it in the next dungeon. Not clickable anymore, but I don't know if that matters. Not if it was ever clickable, but it looks like it works. Yeah, you can still aggro this stuff. One didn't aggro somehow. It's aggroed now, okay. Interesting. So next time we do that, I will definitely take a look at that. I was gonna... Let's see if there's any rares or treasures around while we're waiting for this stuff. The Evil car. The treasure would probably be inside that building. This is the zone I don't know very well. There's very few rares. Flying around and killing rares is a very good investment of your time if you're doing dungeons, though. Or if you're doing something that's not... Like if you're not looking to hunker down in a single zone. Actually, we might aggro more than one thing here. This trinket's garbage, though. Gotta be a better trinket. For ranged. They could actually attack now, they're good. And they're gone. Okay. Hedge our bets to get a little experience. That's it for the Evil car. Fly over here. Scale beard. I gotta get water though. See, that's unfortunate. I bet we don't get the full level now because we don't have any quests in this dungeon. Really unfortunate. But at least it's a very quick dungeon. If we have to do a second one, that's fine. This guy has whiffed with Death and Decay, okay. We have a 25 Rogue, an 11 Mage, 24 Vulpira Death Knight, and a 12 Mage. So far, we haven't experienced any indication that a higher level character needs more healing than a lower level character. I still don't fully understand it, to be honest. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever, but I guess I don't know. I really don't know how to explain it. It makes sense for DPS at least, because you're fighting a mob, but there must be some indication, like some server side thing where the player's health pool gets scaled down as well for the healing's effectiveness. There's no way. I mean, the difference between this mage, he has 600 health. Like, how much am I healing this mage? 588. Yeah, so that would be a full heal, right? There's no way that's gonna happen that way. I would heal him for 100% of his health if it wasn't for the scaling. He has to actually take damage, though. We may never know. And this guy, I'm healing for 1,000, and yeah, okay. So I'm healing for 1,000, and his health is still not going to full. Oh yeah, not even close to going to full. Healing for 500 a pop when he only has 2,000 health. So yeah, there's some kind of scaling going on. I don't know what or how it works, but their health pools must be effectively scaled to mine, I guess. To scale to what I would be. That is complicated shit, though. I'll tell you what. That was probably the hardest part of it. Like, it makes complete sense. It works probably perfectly for DPS, but when you have to actually heal each other, it probably doesn't make any sense at all. Two frost mages? No, one's arcane. How did this not aggro? You can't grip that one. Yeah, see, these tentacles aren't in range. Man, that's such a dumb trinket. Definitely not a good pick for a caster. I really do want to get off after this one, but I really want to get to 35 as well. It's going to be a long episode. If we have to do another dungeon, it's going to be at least an hour and a... It's going to be at least like... Probably like 1 hour, 40 minutes. Oh, you can dodge that? Oh my god, I didn't even know that. I thought it just was charging to the person. I had no idea you can dodge that. This guy's a master Ragefire Chasm player. Getting value out of that death grip, although you would need to death grip the mob back there if you were up here with us. I don't even remember what this dungeon used to look like, to be honest. Really need to just do another full playthrough of everything in Classic. That's what I was gonna do with TBC. I was hoping to take my max level 70 through all the Classic content, but man, I just fucking cannot stand TBC leveling. It is awful. Just awful. That mechanic actually hits pretty hard. Clearly about to find out. Not too hard. Guess if you stand in multiple, it's gonna hit hard. Can't believe this guy's doing so little healing. What's going on? Use Death Strike, buddy. He is. Class just sucks at low level, I guess. River Main Purification? What the fuck is that? Some trinket? Oh yeah. Cleanse Poison Idol. I don't know what that's from. Let's look it up. Cleanse Poison Idol. Classic. No, doesn't look like it. High Mountain. Orm Gold the Pestilent. Okay. A Legion item. Scaled all the way down. Attacks have a chance to increase your mastery and heal you. That sucks. For leveling. Considering you probably don't even have mastery. When do you actually get mastery? I have no idea. I have no way to tell because... Well, actually, it might be in the tree. Grace, it's called. It doesn't show when you get it, though. Okay, boss time. Okay, this is actually a pretty difficult boss. Pretty much need to just heal full time on this one, I think. But yeah, that's that guy being healed, and he's not even... I'm healing him for most of his health pool, and his health is barely going up, so... They have some kind of system in place for it. I don't know what the system entails, but... seems to work well. I just crit him for 1,000, and he has... Wait. Oh, that's the wrong guy. He has 600 health. Yeah. That's dangerous using that here, honestly. Dangerous. Okay, we got mind control. That'll be interesting. Well, a long time ago, before the winds, before the snow, before the rain, before the snow, was a man I know. Some freaking nature named Sir Psycho. Anyway, what I was gonna say was a long time ago we used to do dungeons pulls with the priest. Mind control, we just mind control one of the mobs and just have it kill itself, basically. It's actually like an insanely valuable way to kill trash. The problem is, in Mythic Plus, it doesn't give you count. The mob dies while it's mind controlled, so not viable in Mythic Plus, but yeah, pretty good if you're just doing old content. Probably not worth the fear there. That was not a good choice. Really good use of that trinket, by the way. Okay, we definitely need one more dungeon. There's no way we're gonna get a full level from this dungeon, which is unfortunate, but it was quick enough. I guess we can do one more. 5 levels in 2 hours is still extremely good, considering what we're doing here. But it's definitely going to slow down because eventually we're going to have every dungeon done with quests, right? We still have a lot of dungeons left. It's just relatively unlucky. Oh my god. Yeah, not even close. Halfway. We got that trinket or that staff. Probably already had it. And crit burst, best in slot for sure. 39. Alright, one more quick one then. Probably ding 35 in the middle of it, provided it's a good one, a good source of experience. 27, 30k, so yeah, either way, 100% chance to get it. Provided there's even no quests whatsoever or 0 experience from the mobs, we'll still get it. Yeah, hour and 22 already. Well, it's going to be approaching a 2-hour thing, but I really want to finish this. See if we can't find a rare or two. Verathan's Ghost. Verathan. Wait, who? That sounds so familiar. Verathan. Oh, in Well of Eternity. Huh. I assume the rares are going to be up no matter what. They just need to be... Wait, that's not even... Oh, okay. It doesn't pat? It's just always there? And it's not there. Hard to believe. Another zone that I definitely liked better originally. I don't know, they just ruined so many of these awesome zones. I don't think we're actually in any danger on this character though. We honestly get a spam healers, heal ourselves and be good. Why does my fucking voodoo keep disappearing? I noticed this yesterday as well. Oh, our damage is legit excellent though. Like that's legitimately as good as any. What the hell was that? Why did I heal for so much as well? Cloak that we have. Let's see if Nuts is here. I don't know what that is. Dungeon time. Voodoo's back. Welcome back. Is it because I have no spec? Supposed to be a rare? Doesn't look like it. Mineral Fang Farer. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, what? Oh, are you kidding me? Group already in progress. Well, it doesn't matter. All we need is completion, so hopefully we can get to it. That's a bit of a pain though. Oh wait. Is this already in progress? Somebody... I'm confused. You start back there, right? Somebody just left as soon as they started the dungeon, effectively. They left as soon as they got to the part with Crash. What do we have in terms of levels? This guy's getting slaughtered. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Not gonna work. Spamming him. He's dead. Alright. Let's start. Is this a Mythic Plus? Fucking coward. Leave on one pack.
Here there.
Pretty embarrassing. At least we can get the quest now.
Need help?
Oh, look at all these guys in here.
Hey there.
All the Brotherhood of the Light characters. Blackguard Swordsmith. This is why I would like to tank. Anyway, we have a 233 Demon Hunter and Warlocks. Both the same level. Okay, can we mind control something? Can you mind control an undead? Kill the Banshees, I'm sure. Not if the pets aggro more shit. Demon Hunter's just not participating, but it's probably a good thing. Okay, we're gonna be in trouble here. This was always the issue with this dungeon, even back in Classic. It's like a logistical nightmare to pull all this trash without having extra mobs aggro. I could shackle though, right? Legitimately, you don't even need a fucking tank. You just need somebody who's not brain dead and doesn't pull half the dungeon. Maybe you need a tank. Not really. Okay, what do we get? Blood Elf Monk level 28 and 129. Oh my god, he's gonna do it again, okay. Well, I don't even have everybody on my bars for whatever reason, so hopefully you don't encounter issues here. Anti-magic shell, what a cast that is. Thank God it's not a cast. Is anti-magic shell from World of Warcraft or from Warcraft 3? I think it is. I think the Banshees in Warcraft 3 cast it as well, don't they? Or maybe it's the Necromancers that cast it? Okay, okay, there we go. I was gonna say it would be very beneficial to have all the frames on my bars. There's the thing that summons the whatever dude, Blackguard Swordsmith. Should I actually still give the pattern, or is that not in the thing in the how it works anymore? Don't fucking aggro that, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna die here. 100%. I don't know why I still have threat on these things. I guess this is what they wanted out of this dungeon, though. For it to feel like extremely claustrophobic and like tons of mobs everywhere. And that was really the only ever difficult part about this dungeon. Flash flood warning. Until 12. Oh. Yeah, I mean, okay, relax. Good. This mob is like probably the worst mob in the entire video game in terms of killing quickly. We basically got the worst possible dungeon we could have gotten. Kill this fucking traitor. What an idiot turns against his party. Jesus Christ. Hey, why is that guy not even on the DPS chart? Because he kept getting mind controls? Anastasi heirloom. Okay. Guess we're going back out. Makes sense, honestly. Not a bad decision. I don't know what this is even referring to. Thusadin Acolyte. What the fuck does that even mean? What the hell's a Thusadin? Oh, I guess it's a Kel'Thuzad. Thusadin were a group of necromancers and dark wizards operating in the burning city of Stratholme. They guarded the Ashari crystals and ziggurats as part of the cult of the damned. Ashrai crystals are found on top of ziggurats. Very little is known about them, but they seem to be connected to the gate to Slaughter Square. They are summoned and guarded by Thusadin acolytes. I swear they just come up with like cool sounding names. Oh fuck. I swear they just come up with cool sounding names. Yeah, okay, I'm in trouble. Make a cool sounding name first and then make something that makes sense later. Actually seem fine somehow. Celestial Brew, I guess, is helping. If that is meant to be related to Kel'Thuzad, and that's kind of a lame-ass name, honestly. Not gonna lie about it. Thusadin. Oh my god, man. This dungeon just absolutely... It is insane. I guess they did it on purpose. I don't know. Like, to be honest, I have to question what is and isn't on purpose in Classic. Because I highly doubt they would ever make a dungeon like this in anything beyond Classic. I mean, maybe TBC. I don't think there is anything like this in TBC. But where you're literally... I mean, like, we're literally not even close to those mobs. You just aggro that giant pack of casters over there. It's kind of strange. It's like they're going for a more realistic type of dungeon where you're constantly fighting trash, like they're alerted to you and you can't help but fight them. It's draining life from the tentacle. I guess this is another one that hasn't changed whatsoever. Well, actually, that's not true. The live side has changed substantially. Oh! Well, look at that. I don't think that's rare, though. I don't actually know. Hammer of the Titans. Let's look it up. I think it's gotta be rare. Oh, it only drops from this mob as well. 9% drop chance. Okay. That's interesting. It only drops from this mob. Okay, well, we definitely go to the auction house, see if we can sell it. As expected. The old posture to pull a pack and don't pull it, and it gets aggroed anyway. What are you doing? Jesus Christ, this isn't fucking... I mean, I don't know what he thinks he's doing here, but this is very, very risky to be doing this kind of thing. We're not in a Mythic Plus here, buddy. We don't have hunters throwing wild spirits down. Easier to heal the actual DPS than it is the tank. It's always funny. It happens so often where the tank dies and it's actually easier to heal the DPS. I don't know what's going on with Rezzing. That doesn't seem to learn his lesson. Silenced again. Dude, silence, so fun. Super fun. Oh, Barthalas. I didn't even realize that's the name of the realm. Magistrate Barthalas. Ambitious young paladin who served under Tyrion Fordring at Martinhold Keep as his second. He was ordained as a paladin just as the Second War ended. a war which claimed his parents' lives and left the young man in deep hatred for all orcs. When Tyrion was found injured and unconscious, Barthalas immediately assumed that he had been attacked by an orc and began to scour the countryside for a force. How does anybody know this? Oh, it's in Blood and Honor. What is that? Oh, this is one of like the first novels they ever did, I think, right? Oh, you could see him during the culling of Stratholme as well. Some point after the events of Blood and Honor, having survived his impalement earlier on, Barthalas became Magistrate of Stratholme, where he remained until the time that Stratholme was purged by Arthas. He then had an assistant called Patricia O'Reilly and evidently fell during this period, becoming the creature seen in Stratholme today. It appears canonical that he was killed by adventurers, as Baron Rivendare asked the Death Knight if they would be interested in taking Barthalas' position as Stratholme's mayor. What? In the Culling of Stratholme, the new instance of Cavern of Time, Barthalas is located. Not enough mana, okay. Key to the city. Is this a boss or something? I don't... Yeah, I guess it's... There's a dungeon entrance for, or a dungeon entry for the boss. Yeah. I am very surprised that we have gotten almost 20 levels now and nobody has noticed that we're not a healer. Very shocking. Someday I have to actually try. I just make my max level priest go shadow and see how many times I can cast flash heal. There's no way you can cast it this many times, right? No way. This has to be something like, has to be some holdover because I'm supposed to be disciplined. Oh my fucking god. This dungeon is a mess. Holy fucking Christ, dude. I do not enjoy being silenced as a healer, man. Especially when I have no healing spells. Very unfun. Definitely the worst possible dungeon to get is this character. I don't think, though, if there's ever a dungeon that has like a mandatory interrupt, I don't think there is, but if there was, that would be the worst one, but doesn't appear to be one. Oh, we came in the back way here. It's a very odd route we took. All the easiest trash. This is like the easiest trash on this side. We skipped all of it. The thing is, you can't even tell that I have no spec. Like unless you actually look at the spell distribution where you see it's 100% flash seal, and even that, I mean, that doesn't really indicate anything. I think most people who don't main a priest would probably have not recognized that that's an issue. Okay, well, we're almost done with the disable the ziggurats part. Another pair of boots. We got a lot of boots. There's mana pots too. They don't do shit. Where'd the boots go? Oh, haste verse. Level 39. Yeah, crit verse is better. The other half of the group's just like, yeah, fuck you, I'm not gonna help. Kinda don't blame him, this guy's kind of a dumbass. Oh yeah, we are doing undead, okay. Wasn't really sure what we were actually doing here. Yeah, this is undead, of course. Live side, I don't know where you would start. I guess you would do... Yeah, you start in the front. Yeah, okay, I remember that. You start in the front and there's all the AoE fodder packs. Actually, that side's actually harder than this side even. This side is just annoying. There's just so much trash that can accidentally aggro. Definitely got to be the hardest leveling dungeon in the game, right? Unless there's some other, maybe something in TBC, I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. Everything in here hits hard too, man. Probably doesn't help that we have a monk who's not doing shit, but... These boxes. At home supply crates. Good idea. Definitely go and aggro more while you're half 50% health. Trap home holy water. I think we can use that to kill the mobs, right? Just knocks them back. Genius level tank though, to be honest. Dude's at like 50% health and he goes aggro's even two more mobs that are really far away. Now if he was a blood DK, I could see it. This guy's not doing shit for his own survival. In fact, he's definitely gonna die here. 100% chance, I think. Generating just enough mana back. I need to stop casting because I think it will give me more mana back quicker. And we got through it. Holy fuck, this guy's like an actual fucking spurg. On your own, buddy. Drinking a full here. still can't believe no comments on this though. I thought it would happen multiple times, especially as the healer. But actually, you know what? I think it's probably the least likely as the healer. It's more likely as the DPS because everybody's like, lol, look, I did 400 DPS on this pack on a low-level character. It's like... And then I would be doing like less damage than the tank probably on every pack. That's a DPS. Okay, Rammstein the Gorger. An odd boss can be stunned. I guess maybe there's a lot of bosses in Classic that can be stunned. Yeah, she's getting destroyed though. Does he have like no heirlooms maybe? I don't know. He's got heirlooms on, they're just not doing anything for him. I'm not sure if they were cloth. He's even got the spear on. Okay, do not want to be in melee range here. It's too late to run now, buddy. I don't... It's fucking... People have never played this game before, I guess. After he gets hit for like 16% of his health, he runs away out of melee. Try dodging the damage. God, what a mess. Soldiers that we didn't have. Okay, do we have a transmog here? Mindless Undead. I'm basically done. Oh, I needed to keep the fucking holy water. It's awkward. This pack is brutal, if I remember correctly. If only the cast was longer, then it would really feel like Classic. Classic, it's like 5-second casts, basically. Really big casts and really big heals, but you basically have to spam it if you want to stay ahead. This guy's gonna lock me out 100%. This would have been a good one for Lust. This is actually gonna be a very tough fight for me. Maybe we get the mount. It's actually not as bad. This like decay damage that happens in this fight, I thought it'd be worse. It's actually extremely easy to heal everyone else. It's just the tank constantly is the one that I have trouble healing. Unsure why. Can't really afford to be healing into a mortal strike. Definitely the worst possible tank you could have, though, is a dumbass monk. Like, not just this guy, but bad a monk who's kind of just not aware what the class does. Cape of the Black Baron. Alright, well, we got a lot of experience from that one. We might actually, I think we definitely are going to be. We have 4 quests to turn in still. Actually, yeah, 4. That's crazy.
How are you?
How are ya?
What's on your mind?
So I wonder if like they will ever do an expansion where like all of these loose end storylines that they have the potential to close, they do close. Man, still shy at 36. That's crazy. Alright, well that was a stressful one, but we did do it. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and not go to the Nighthold. Quickly fly back to Orgrimmar. Probably faster to go to the Nighthold and run, but... And in terms of just Breeze Talons, see what we're gonna get. God, I absolutely adore, look at that. Absolutely adore that image. That image is just the best. I don't know where it's from. I know they use it in Hearthstone for Power Word Shield, but... how about Dwarf Priest Art? Not immediately, doesn't immediately come up. It's just absolutely spectacular. Power Word Shield. Wait, that's not the Power Word Shield thing. It's like a little gnome. Could have swore they used that in Hearthstone. Anyway. Okay, so what we are supposed to get is Shining Force, Dominate Mind. Oh, actually, it's literally just Shining Force. Didn't we check this out yesterday? I've already forgotten. Oh, we didn't loot the Both, I guess. Let's see. Maybe we get the mount. Did not get the mount. Okay, so... just quickly try the other stuff, just in case. This would be 4. I'm 90% sure they don't work yet. Definitely this one's not going to work. That would be the best one to possibly have, though. That'd be so insanely useful. Now we got Shining Force. Okay, we have a lot of spells, man. Look at our bar. It's quite filled, and we still have spells to come. We still have Mass Dispel that's coming up. That's going to be a really big one. We'll put that on C. Shadow Word Death has been a reduced cooldown. And Leap of Faith we still don't have. And then obviously we'll get Mind Soothe. We forgot about that too. And eventually Power Infusion, but that won't be... I don't... yeah, maybe I should try some Shadowlands dungeons like this. I don't think it would be fun, but... anyway, that's going to be it for this one. I'm glad we got to 35. Well, almost 36. Next episode, we'll get to 40, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.